Good day, Nigeria and beyond. You're tuned in to Update People TV, where gist meets context and updates comes with extra spice.
And this is coming from your neighborhood commentators. And like you know, we are never afraid to bring you the latest gist. And in today's stories, get ready. We are talking about a man who literally built $100 million tower. So he could just go to work.
God, please don't spoil it yet. Let's give the people the full story. I mean, the full gist. Before we get to the skyscraper, okay, let's take it all back. All back to Nnewi, Anambra State, because this man right here, his journey is so incredible. From a small town trader to oil magnate to a philanthropist. I mean, it's something worth unpacking. Okay, let's start at the very beginning. 1960. Nnewi, Anambra State. That's where Ernest Azudialu-Obiejesi, popularly known as Obijackson, was born.
Nnewi, the town of billionaires. Honestly, I feel like they need to package Nnewi soil and sell it because whatever they are feeding those kids, it brings millionaires every now and then. Because that town has produced more billionaires per square meter than some entire countries.
Honestly, real facts, because Obie Jackson did not wake up to wealth.
At all.
He grew up watching his father, run a small trading business. That was his first classroom, right? From there, he learned how to negotiate. He learned how to build trust.
That's
and even
interesting.
survive in business.
Interesting. See, that's the part Nigerians don't always like to hear. Everybody wants the big Nestoil tower gist, but they forget the foundation. Those small days when you're carrying goods
On your head, yeah.
learning market strategy from Papa, that's apprenticeship 101.
Exactly. And after his studies in political science, I think, he studied political science at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He leaned back right into trade. I mean, how did political science connect to trade, to business? So picture this, early 1980s, young Obie Jackson is seen importing and exporting goods. He deals in motorbikes, spare parts, the classic Nnewi business model.
See, spare parts alone can make you a billionaire in Nnewi. But here's what blows my mind. He didn't stop there. Most people would have been content with a booming spare parts business, not Obie Jackson.
Yes, he had his eyes on bigger risks. I mean, and that risk was
yes,
oil.
Because going into oil in Nigeria, that's like walking into a lion's den with only a stick. It's
Really?
a sector dominated by giants, multinational, with dollars. lawyers, and political backings.
Right. Anyway, but I think in 1991 he founded Nestoil, and through determination and of course some strategic relationships in this Nigeria, he started clinching contracts in pipeline construction and engineering. Yes, yeah.
And that's when life, began to change, because oil money, it's not like tomato money.
Moving forward, by the late 1990s and early 2000s, Nestoil was growing.
Wow.
It was booming. The company became a force in Nigeria's local content revolution, proving that indigenous companies could also handle big projects,
Well, that's one part I'd expect, because instead of just staying middleman, Obijackson positioned Nestoil as a player. Pipes, rigs, engineering, the actual heavy work.
Yes, I really, really admire this man right here. It was about more than money for him. I mean, it was about proving capacity. But with that kind of success came serious attention.
Attention will always come.
Both positive and critical.
Yeah.
You know how it can be in Nigeria. People started seeing him not just as a trader turned oil man, but as a very powerful player.
And in Nigeria, when you become a power player, wahala always follows.
Good. Obiejesi is looking at the exploration of local capacity and maximizing regional opportunities.
A lot of people.
Mr. Obiejesi canvasses for more capacity to be built in the sector.
What is more important is that we will continue to sustain the growth of those capacities within, and not allowing it to die or allowing it to degenerate, based on the fact that today a lot of the companies are almost not being able to execute or do the projects they want to do, simply because the bidding process sometimes, or the issue of this lowest bidder, tends to affect bidding prices for jobs and allowing these companies to be able to do projects. For me, there's quite a lot we are supposed to do in country also, to make sure that we strengthen ourselves and make sure that as we are moving to all those countries that require these technologies, this capacity we have, that there are no challenges. And that's all. I mean, including all these trade barriers like customs, like tariffs and whatever. Those things has to be liberalized and made free for us to be able to transfer the capacity we are built in country to other countries within the region.
After the panel session, he shared his motivation for being a part of the forum this year.
The achievement for us here is to be able to showcase that, look, we have come of age, have a lot of experience behind us, and we want to encourage other Nigerians who are either starting or struggling now to be able to know that there is quite a lot of future, and that when we develop these capacities in country, we can actually take them regionally, taking them to other countries. And that's the whole idea. So growing the capacity, supporting the people, other companies, as a company that has gone from services to EMP. So we have seen it all. I mean, we have gone from just a mere service company in 1991 to an oil production company today.
Now, let's talk about the move that made headlines. The move the move that is the reason why we are here. Nestoil Towers in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Wow.
A 15-story skyscraper worth about $100 million US.
Wow. Let me tell you why. Why spend that much money just to go to work, right?
Perspective, honestly, perspective. For him, I think it wasn't just an office building, okay? It was branding.
Yes.
A statement that an indigenous Nigerian company could actually match global standards.
Or was it vanity? I mean, think about it. While average Nigerians are calculating transport fare, this man is calculating how much to install helipads.
Oh my goodness. You're savage. But you're not alone, okay? Many Nigerians asked the same question. Was it vision? Was it vibes, legacy? Or was it even ego?
Audience, we need your help. We need you guys' help out here now. Okay, if you had that kind of money, would you build a tower just to go to work, or would you invest it elsewhere? Drop your comments in the comment section.
Honestly, we really need to know. Yes, but let's balance the gist. This entire gist. Okay, beyond the skyscraper, Obijackson has always given back massively. Through his Obijackson Foundation, he has built schools, hospitals, offered scholarships, and supported flood victims. You name it.
Well, that's the part I respect, because wealth without impact is just noise.
Yeah, noise.
And let's give it to him. He could have hidden his wealth offshore,
I think, yes.
But he planted projects in Nigeria right here.
I agree. And that's why his story feels like a full circle, from humble beginnings, daring risks, massive success
that he has now,
and giving back to society. Yeah.
Because, it raises bigger questions. Do Nigerian billionaires really owe the people philanthropy?
Right.
Is it just a personal choice?
Another hot question for our listeners. If you're listening to us right now, let us know in the comments.
Tradition, put it in the comment section.
Yes. So what's the lesson from Obijackson's story? For me, I think it's that humble beginnings. It's that humble beginnings don't really define your ceiling.
At all.
If you can dream very big and take calculated risks, you can actually break ceilings.
Well, for me, it's two things. One, never underestimate small beginnings. Never. Two, if you're going to build towers, make sure you balance it giving back to the society.
What's funny? Anyway, that's beautifully put, honestly. Now, to our Update People family, it's your turn. What really inspires you most about Obijackson's journey? And what leaves you shaking your head?
Interestingly, don't hold back. Drop your thoughts, and while you are at it, make sure you share this podcast with someone else who needs motivation or gist, as we do it here on Update People TV. It's all about the update. See you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.